For the optimistic cynic, shit. Ho got a hell of a grip. It's never a problem till niggas is ballin' and bitches they are.
Yo, YouTube, what's going on? It's D-Boy Classics. And this video today is something a little different. In general, I'm just gonna go over in this video is just the benefits. I don't know, not benefits, but my insight on having defenders, primary defenders. It could be blended or pures at the 1 and 2 positions. And the reason why I'm probably making this video is that I feel like people should get a different insight on how you can run different plays, different offense, and obviously different defense by putting pressure on those type of positions. And putting pressure on those type of positions can lead to huge benefits, if you believe me or not. So today I'm just going to show you just 3 different builds, why those builds probably can be crucial at those positions and so forth. But enough of me talking, let's get into the video, y'all. Alright, y'all, so to begin this video, the first build I'm going to talk about is the locked-in defender at the point guard position. And the reason why I say this build at the point guard position is pretty mean is because every team facilitates from the point. That's a given. Who's ever at the 1, regardless if he's not a point guard or he's a shooting guard, whatever, he has to deal with the 1. So if you have a locked-in defender at the 1, and you're really just causing this problems for him, you're harassing him, you're playing the interception lane, you're making him pick up the ball, you're stripping the ball from him, you're just basically just he can't do nothing basically if you have a locked-in defender on that person. So if the 1 is struggling, and this is why I noticed from a majority of games too, especially in rec or pro-am, if the 1 is struggling and he's not able to facilitate plays without getting pressured, the whole team crumbles as well. Obviously that's not always a given, but it's a majority of the time that will happen. If the 1 is getting turnovers, most likely everyone else is going to get turnovers. If the 1 is getting stripped and can't really do anything, the other team cannot score, obviously because they don't have the offensive possession no more, if you kind of understand what I'm getting at. So basically, if you have all that pressure with the locked-in defender, it's just a shoe-in for them. Obviously, the locked-in defender is not no playmaker. He's not no shooter. He's not no shot creator. He's not no. I mean, he's somewhat athletic. He could be similar to a slasher, but obviously people are going to clog the paint, so it won't be able to that. But you can still kick out, especially if you got shooters. I really believe the lockdown defender at the point guard is very underrated, and a lot of people are so fixed on the small forwards they don't realize how beneficial a lockdown at the 1 can be. But besides from that, I'm gonna show you the badges. And this is why I'm referring to it. Obviously, a majority of y'all do know the badges what they get, but for those that don't, here are the badges right here. So he gets 7 Hall of Fame badges, which is defensive stopper, charge card, pick dodger, pickpocket, chase down artist, bruiser, and quick reflexes. Defensive stopper is absolutely disgusting. On Hall of Fame, it takes away every single offensive badge or utility badge that anyone can offer. So once those badges are gone, it's going to be a lot harder for whoever is dealing with the lockdown defender to even do anything without struggling. Of course, people can still work around with a lockdown defender, but I wouldn't recommend it, because the odds are if he pushed you a couple times, especially with Hall of Fame bruiser, you're out of stamina, and when you're out of stamina, that's a good time for the lockdown defender to utilize his pickpocket, especially with a 99 still with Hall of Fame pickpocket. I'm pretty sure you're getting plucked. And on top of that too, a lot of things that people love to run are pick and rolls or pick or fades, whatever. So if you got a 3, you got a big man setting the screen. With Hall of Fame pick dodger, the screen is like irrelevant. It's not there no more basically. So if the guard can't get away from him from the get-go, and on top of that he's still getting stuck on, even though he's trying to run a pick and roll or a screen in general, that's pretty bad. You kind of get what I'm saying. It's just a waste of time. The big man's out of position, so the big man got to figure out what to do with that. On top of that, you still got the lockdown defender sticking on the point guard. So yeah. But let's go on to the other badges. He gets Lob City Finisher. That's just really good if you got someone put such a with a .4 on your team. So Posterizer, Silver, Free Throw Ace. They can definitely work. Like I said, they're basically like downgraded not athletic slashers, so they can still do something in the paint. Putback King, Bronze, all these badges bronze. Still, yeah, they will still work. And he got like some of the playmaking badges, but obviously they're not higher tier. They're just there because he is a point. So that's that. So next up, I'm gonna do a comparison to the shooting guard build. Alright, y'all. So next up with this is the shooting guard lockdown defender, the one that's running at the 2. So for those that know, the 2 is notorious for sharpshooters, slashers, all that. So if you do have a lockdown defender at the 2, he's gonna shut that down. That's obvious. And on top of that too, he can still rotate to the 1. He can rotate to the 3. So he's just as versatile as a small forward as well. So, but with him, especially how defensive stopper working this year, he's able to shut down the 1, the 2, and the 3 because of that. Especially if he's doing the rotations while playing Prime or Jordan Reck. The badges wise, it's completely different from the point guard. I'm gonna show you this why. So obviously, same Hall of Fame badges, same gold badges. Silver badges are different. He gained the little 1 silver badge, which is corner specialist, which is very, very clutch. So that gives him an offensive presence where if he does a pick and roll play, or he's just rotating around, cutting in and out, he can post up in the corner. If someone sees him, the person can pass him the ball. He can catch out the 3. That's really big, especially since he's a lockdown defender and he's taking away one of the opposing team's offensive choices. That's clutch. So basically, I take this from you and I get this. That's basically what he's saying. Going along with the other badges, the putback king, that's what the other one gets as well. Relentless finisher, that's cool. So rim protector, underrated. Especially, I understand it's bronze, but for a guard wise, that's very underrated. Especially a majority of the guards that get inside badges on silver or bronze. So if he has it on bronze, if you're going to get someone who has an inside badge on bronze, that's gone. If they have it on silver, that's reduced the bronze, so the efficiency is even not as good as before this. So that's really all that is. But so next up with y'all, I'm going to show you blended primary defenders, such as probably a slashing defender, or a shot creating defender, or even a sharpshooting defender. But let's go on to that. Alright y'all, so for our first blended primary defender is the slashing defender. Slashing defender at the point guard is pretty good, especially if you got a whole bunch of shooters on your team. You can run this in Park, you can run this in Pro-Am, you can run this in Jordan, whatever you want to run it at. The best, honestly, like I said before, the best you can do with this build is lead, force a turnover, run the fast break, just dunk it. Or if you're running the plays on your offense, all you have to do is just find a way to drive in. Probably can run pick and pops, pick and fades, so forth. Driving, either you can dunk on the person in the paint, get a finesse layup, or kick it out to the person who is a shooter on the perimeter. That's the easy 3. Or you can do a give and go. That's the mainly thing you can do with this build. All it is just pressure to an easy dunk, or easy inside score, or easy 3 to a kick out. That's really not all that is with that. For the badges wise, charge card, pick dodger, pickpocket, and quick reflexes. Next up, Lob City, posterizer, defensive stopper, chase down, and bruiser. Obviously, you took a little hit when you defensive stopper. Chase down artist, you got took a hit. Bruiser took a hit too. But you got in exchange for that was posterizer, which is a good badge. Obviously, anyone just camping in the paint, you can dunk on them. You can do all that other stuff too. And on top of that too, you still got pickpocket, you still got pick dodger, you still got all that stuff. So you can still put a lot of pressure on the 1 and just get fast break points. Obviously, with the other badges, acrobat, teardropper, putback king, relentless, 1-man, free throw ace, still good badges, especially on silver. Tireless scorer, flashy passer, break starter, pick and roll, lobster passer, and dimer. Purpose of this, because he's at the point guard, and like I said before, it's just like driving to a kick out, driving to a dunk. But next, I'm gonna show you all about the shooting guard. All right, so next up is the shooting guard position. Same thing, same concept as the point guard, but obviously you get different badges and you get a different purpose because you're position wise. So with the badges, same thing, pick dodger, pickpocket, chase down, and quick reflexes on Hall of Fame. Lob City, posterizer, defensive stopper, charge card, bruiser, all on gold. And once again, corner specialist, you do get that as a defender at the 2. So 1, you have driving presence, you have paint presence. On top of that too, you can move with your teammates and work around it just to get a post up in the corner, catch out the easy 3. That easy, that simple. Next up, you got Tyler score and up under. Both good inside badges, especially if you're just trying to change up how you approach the paint. But next up now, I'm gonna show you a a shot creating defender for both positions. Alright y'all, so next up is the shot creating defender. Very more versatile than the slashing and the pure lock because he can shoot a lot better. So this means he can shoot 3s here and there, but in the mid range he is still pretty dominant, regardless if he's not a primary shot creator or not. So I'm gonna show you the badges real quick. At the point, he gets charge, cart, and quick reflexes. Honestly, he does take a hit. He takes a hit on the other stuff like pickpocket, defensive stopper, chase down, all that, and pick dodger. But if you're able to utilize the charge card and quick reflexive right, you can still force over turnovers and go on fast break points. So going down to his gold badges, you can see right here. And now for the silver badges: difficult shots, tireless scorer, posterizer, teardropper, relentless, finisher, and free throw ace. Those are the badges that you should be looking for if you're making a shot creating defender. These badges will enhance your offensive ability a lot. Still having a lot of defensive pressure at the 1. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Assuming like this. Like I said, if you have this type of build, basically what you're looking for is just stopping someone's offense just to get your offense going, and just constantly repeating the cycle. So it seems unfair, but it's only fair if you play defense right and able to force over the turnovers and good defensive possessions. Going along to his bronze badges. He gets a lot of bronze badges. You can see 13 altogether. Corner specialist, mid-range deadeye, catch and shoot, acrobat, putback king, up and under specialist, ankle breaker, flashy passer, break starter, pick and roll maestro, lob city passer, and dimer, and one man fast break. I understand it is bronze badges, but it was a bronze badge you can still utilize unless the person you're getting checked by has defensive stopper on bronze. So if they do have a bronze, those are gone, but if they don't, you can still work with it. And on top of that, you're going to be working with your team, so you can still do a lot on offense. But besides that, I'm going to go over next to the shooting guard. So next up is the shooting guard position. Honestly, similar to the other ones, he's just at the 2, so his purpose is just to guard 1, 2s, and 3s. But also 2, you can still work with this. As long as you cooperate with your team, you're still able to get your offense through and still get defensive stops on your defense. But showing the badges wise, he only gets quick reflexes on Hall of Fame. That's alright though, because like I said, quick reflexes this year is a very, very good badge. It's very underrated. A lot of people don't realize what the purpose of the quick reflexes is. It's really just playing the passing lane for your boy to pluck it every time. But with the badges wise here is lob city finisher, defensive stopper, charge card, pick dodger, pickpocket, chase down artist, and bruiser on gold. That's fine. Corner specialist. Once again, they giving shooting guards a lot of love here to a corner specialist. So corner specialist gives you that extra 3-point ability just to shoot. Mid-range deadeye, difficult shots, tireless scorer, posterizer, teardropper, relentless, and free throw ace. Still very good badge because you are a shot creating defender, so you get those. Next thing up, deep range deadeye, catch and shoot, acrobat, putback king, drop stepper, up and under, ankle breaker, and one man fast break. So not only you're getting sharpshooting badges with deep range deadeye and catch and shoot, you're getting inside badges because you're a shot creator, and you got still finesse with inside scoring. So you're able to keep your game versatile, keep your game open to any scoring if you get put in different scenarios. So next up and lastly is the sharpshooting defender. So you could already tell where I'm about to go with this. So lastly for the build I'm about to talk about with the 1 and 2 defender primaries is the sharpshooting defender. You can see, you can already tell what the sharpshooting defender is going to be on. Primary objective is play defense, get back, and get the threes up. And just get ahead in the game and just constantly repeat the cycle. But with the badges wise, I'm gonna show you this. He gets charge card and quick reflexes on silver, just like the shot creating defender. Next up with his badges, defensive stopper, pickpocket, pick dodger, chase down artist, and bruiser on gold, similar to the shot creating defender. Limitless range, lob city finisher, posterizer, and free throw ace on silver. Honestly, probably not the best thing, but you can still work the badges. You still got the badges, still got it on silver, so you can still use it, especially if you know your jump shot. That's going to help a lot. Corner specialist, mid-range deadeye, deep range deadeye, difficult shots, tireless scorer, catch and shoot, teardropper, putback king, relentless, finisher, flashy passer, break starter, pick and roll maestro, lob city passer, and dimer. That's a lot of badges, especially for this type of build, because usually if you do blend a build with a sharpshooter, you take a lot of hits though. Stats wise, you can already tell the stats are probably not going to be the best, but it's just the fact is, you're still a 3-point shooter. You're going to be able to shoot regardless of your stats, because you got that badge to enhance it. So just keep that in general. But lastly, let's move on to the sharpshooting defender at the 3. At the 2, excuse me. So lastly is the sharpshooting defender at the 2 position. All, like I said throughout the whole video, always still applies to this build, regardless, it's just a changing on their offense. But I'm not going to go over that again. I'm just going to go over the badges wise and why I talk about it like that. Quick reflexes still on Hall of Fame, just like the shot creating defender. Defensive stopper, charge card, pick dodger, pickpocket, chase down artist, and bruiser on go, similar to the other build. Corner specialist, once again, you got that because you're a shooting guard. Deep range dead at limitless range, catch and shoot, lob city finisher, posterizer, and free throw ace. Still, in my opinion, this probably be the better off at the 2 if you're especially running some type of playmaker at the 1, or you have slashers on your team or inside scorers. Bronze badges, mid-range deadeye, difficult shots, pick and popper, tireless scorer, teardropper, putback king, and relentless finisher, and up and under specialist. So once again, you got badges that can enhance your inside, so you're able to score inside while having still a good outside game. And on top of that, you got a very strong defensive game, so you're pretty well-rounded in the sense of just badge-wise. Obviously, stats are gonna play a part, but you can still work around it because you got the badges and it's in your archetype. But besides from that, y'all, I just want to get this out there because a few people were asking about that. Honestly, I didn't go over the stats wise for every build. I just wanted to show y'all the badges and potential of what each build can do and explain what the purpose of those builds can do in different park, Jordan, and Pro-Am. I just wanted to get that out there. So if y'all interested in making a defender at the 1 or 2, or you still want to stick to the 3 or the rim protectors, that's completely fine. I was just giving y'all an insight of that. Besides from that, man, definitely if you got any more questions, leave a comment down below and let me know what y'all think about it, how y'all will work around this as well. I'm curious about that. Besides from that, I'll catch you on the next video, man. Peace out.